Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you.
Well guys, we're back out in the garage. Having a little trouble trying to come up with a project for you this weekend. Got my bench clean, but I don't think you care about that. I got these horns out. And back when I first got the truck, I only ever had one that worked. So I took it apart, blasted it, cleaned it up. But this one here, couldn't get her to work. So took it apart. I tell you, there's some real technology going on in there compared to new stuff. You've got yourself, you set this down on the bench so you can see what I'm doing here. You've got a coil here, which obviously when you energize it, creates a magnetic field, and then it would pull this plate down, and in doing so, a little tiny set of points in there. It opens and closes the points. So when it opens the points, the magnet drops out, jumps back up again, closes the points, goes back down, which creates your up and down vibration, which simply a piece of metal in there that when you bend it back and forth like a tin can effect makes like a vibration or the horn noise. Faster it gets. Couldn't get this one to work. Simple as the contacts between the points weren't working, so you take a little file like you would on a set of points, clean them up. I got it working, but man, she's arcing, she's dirty. So, but maybe I'll set this up and show you what I mean. Here's what I'm referring to. Hopefully you'll be able to see this, and I'll be able to do it with one hand. Sorry about the loudness there, but I'm just trying to show you the points. That little blue spark going in there. Starting to clean themselves up. That's only an 8-volt battery though. When I put it on the 12, it's a heck of a lot louder, but also a lot more sparkage going on. So we're gonna clean them up. It's not that simple to take apart, so I'm not gonna get into disassembling the whole horn, because it does work. It's just a point situation in here. If I can get in there with a smaller file or some memory cloth, clean that up, then I'll blast them up, paint it, and we'll call it a new horn. Nothing to it. Love the sound those old horns make. You can't you just can't get that with anything else. So we'll touch base with you again when we get a little further on that. A little problem with the old compressor this morning. My regulator seems to have blown out a diaphragm. So after resurrecting that, I'm gonna get these parts in here. Where'd they go? Losing my mind. Here we go. Parts of this horn. Give her a quick blast. And that works real well. I tell you, if you haven't got one of these yet and you plan on doing any kind of a restoration on anything old that's rusty, it's a lifesaver time-wise for the small parts you need. You've got enough room in here to do a fair amount of stuff. It's not the top of the line sandblaster you're going to find out there. You got to make a few upgrades. Like the hoses that come with it was so stiff I could barely move the gun around, so I replaced the hoses. I'm going to put it together. I was advised to run silicone around all the seals, or the darn thing's just going to blow all over the place. I constantly have to put these gloves back on. They seem to pop off every time I try to put my arms in there. But yeah, I might be able to show you some of this, eh? I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Okay guys, here we go. Sandblasting one-handed. Let's see if everything stays still. Can you see? Or am I even pointing it at it? quick and easy that is? I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there that already know this, but for those of you who don't, this is the best tool in your shop right now if you're restoring small stuff like this. Quick, it's easy. It's a lot easier with two hands. So is everything. Just blows the rust off. It does leave a little bit of a texture that you've got to sand out, but I tell you, once the rust is gone, you know your part's clean and ready to paint. I know a lot of guys out there got these already. For those of you who don't, there you go. But those of you who do, well, you can just skip this part of the video if you'd like, and we'll move on. But I'll get this stuff done. I can't get my hand out now. I need two hands. Okay, let's see if I can shut this off. Oh no, I'm trapped.
Sauce with 400 gears, you can really get lost. Got safety tubes, but I ain't scared. The brakes are good, tires fair. Status and paid no late one night. The moon and the stars were shining bright. He was driving up Grapevine Hill.
Hey Scott, you'd recognize this. Seems like what's the deal with painting horns and getting fish eyes? Sandblasted, sanded it down, wiped it down. But everything else seemed to stick, and this is just primer. Fish eyes. Not a big deal, but I mean, I think Scott stole Bolt 50 to get a kick out of that. The case of, don't you hate it when that happens? Just about ready to paint these horns, ran out of paint. This is what I'm using, by the way, just some rattle can stuff. This primer, I'm really surprised. It wasn't cheap. I think it was $10 or $11. I got it at the same place to buy the paint. And they wanted about 80 bucks for a quart of this paint, or primer. And he said he had this because I was just doing a small job. It's a really nice high build primer. I'm really, for a rattle can, it really works well. I think they put these together themselves at Cross Canada, where they charge them and use the actual primer. It's not as diluted. There's a lot in there. And I like to use the high heat enamels whenever I'm painting small parts, just for that little extra. The engine enamels I find just stick better. But I started painting the horn I was doing today, and I realized that the one I had on there was kind of scuffed up and been kicking around in a box for a while, so I just gave it a quick touch up, made them all nice and shiny. Put them back together and see what they sound like. Just want to do a quick shout out for Jerry over at Cheater 40. That's an awesome sticker, bud. Got you up there on the hood with everybody else. Yep. Get everybody in there. Lots more room, guys. Keep them coming. Anyways, we got these horns done. And I gotta tell you, I did a little shop class 101 wiring project here. Please don't try this at home. I'm sure everybody has, though. I hope this sounds good on the camera, because man, it's scaring the birds in the neighborhood. Look at these suckers, they bouncing. I should have bolted them down. Dancing horns. Alright guys, that's it for today. Have yourself a good weekend. See ya.